Hi everyone. Well, as you saw in my last little bit, I am pregnant.
Yay.
Yay. So I had a couple of blood tests and my first blood test was 350 HCG. The second one a couple of days later was 1680, which was great. And then I had another one a week later. I thought I'd spaced them out a little bit more this time, and it was 6,280 or something. So yeah, it's all going well. I do have morning sickness, and today is our 7-week scan. We both have PTSD from last time, and we have no idea what's going to happen. So we could go there and it could be twins, since we had two transfers. We had two embryos transferred. It could be one baby or it could be no baby. So we are going for our scan now, and hopefully it's all okay. One good one. We can hear the heartbeat perhaps. That would be great.
Yeah.
But it's just such a surreal feeling to be going through this again after 4 months? We did it in November. So this is 4 months later. We're in just exact the same position. My bloods were good last time, and we came to this scan, and that was basically the beginning of the end.
Yeah, it was. Hopefully it'll be good news this time.
Hopefully it'll be good news. But yeah, so that's where we're going. Obviously we'll put an update in and see what happens. But yeah, I've got a lot more symptoms this time than I did last time. Last time I only had morning sickness for about a week. This time I've already had it for about a week and a half. But last time when I had my scan, the symptoms were already over. So fingers crossed.
Let's see how we go.
Let's see how we go. I don't miss miscarriage in November.
Look, before we get started, you can see tiny bleeding right there.
Yeah.
That's baby, and that's baby's heart beating. So I'll take all the pictures first and I'll show you a bit better at the end, okay?
We just saw our baby's heartbeat.
Yay! Just one, yay!
Just one baby.
Well, now we can see anyway. So, uno.
First hurdle passed, so now we wait for week 12.
Week 10 and a half.
Well, yeah.
And then
Hi everyone. So we just had an appointment with our fertility specialist. I'm 7 weeks, 5 days today. I had a scan at 7 weeks, as you saw from the previous footage. And she just told us that she would like us to repeat the scan. Basically, ASAP. Because she thinks that the baby was reading 5 days behind, and she said a couple of days is okay, but 5 days is possibly a cause for concern. And she said that the heart rate was 114 and she would have liked it to be more at like 130 plus. So basically we might be heading for another miscarriage. The worst thing is I've been feeling so ill, really ill, with morning sickness, which hits me as soon as I open my eyes in the morning. All day. Been vomiting 3-4 times a day. And it looks like might be another miscarriage. She said hopefully not. There's still obviously a chance that it was just a little bit behind. I just don't know what to say. Obviously, I just didn't think this was gonna happen so soon after the scan where we heard the heartbeat. Like, okay, might not happen still. It still might be okay, but she wasn't very optimistic. But she was a bit neutral. Like, I feel like she didn't. She said, "Oh, you know, that's." I said, "You know, what happens if, you know, we go there, it's still a heartbeat, it's all good. What do we do next? Do we do the harmony scan at 10.5?" She goes, "Let's just concentrate one step at a time." So that's obviously not a good news. She said if we go on Wednesday, which is a week after my first one, but I booked it on Thursday, I couldn't book it on Wednesday. She said if there's a heartbeat and everything looks okay, to keep going with my progesterone, which she amped to 3 times a day because she wasn't quite happy with my levels. But if there's no heartbeat, just she said to stop the progesterone. And then if within a week I haven't miscarried naturally, then I need to organize another D&C. I feel like I'm not even allowed to be happy. Because just as you start being happy, something happens. Somebody in my position helped my pregnancy. I feel like the joy has been taken away. I can't even be excited about anything. First you have to have the positive pregnancy test after transfer, and then you pass that hurdle, then you have to have 3 blood tests to make sure your bloods are rising, then you pass that hurdle. And then you have to wait for your dating scan, and I was there last week and I saw the heartbeat. And I just didn't expect to have to go another one so soon because there might be something wrong. I just envy people so much who can get pregnant and just be like, yay, let me play my baby shower. I can't even plan next couple of weeks. I still have hope that Thursday is going to be okay. We'll see. Okay. I'll keep you updated, I guess. I'll let you know. Fingers crossed. I vomited 4 times today already, and it's only 4 p.m. Yay. Hi guys, so it's been a while since I last recorded. I think the last part that you see is me having a little mental breakdown after we spoke to our specialist. We did have that second scan 4 days after that appointment, and everything was fine, luckily. Everything was fine. The baby measured 7 weeks and 5 days, which was only 2 days behind, and the heartbeat went up to like 140 something, so that was great. So that was the Thursday before Easter long weekend. Easter long weekend was horrendous. I had such bad morning sickness. I could not stop vomiting Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday I couldn't even get out of bed. Everything that went into my body came out. It was just, I could not eat. I hadn't eaten at that point since Sunday lunchtime. For Sunday night, I only had like a mandarin or something like that. I could not eat anything. And then I kept vomiting and vomiting and vomiting and vomiting. And I was home alone, and I went to the bathroom and I had a bleed. So that was so scary. I felt petrified. I was so physically exhausted from vomiting. I was mentally drained, and then on top of that I had that bleed, and I felt like literally, okay, maybe TMI, but this whole thing is TMI. I had something come out, and I looked in the toilet. It was like maybe the size of my palm. And of course I freaked out. I called Max to come home, and my sister said, you have to go to the hospital. So we ended up going to the hospital about 3:30 Easter Monday, 3:30 p.m. And they saw me relatively quickly. They of course told me, if you're having miscarriage, there's nothing we can do, which of course I knew. But then they did bloods, and they gave me a quick ultrasound, and they told me that the baby was still okay. The baby was still in there, it was still heart beating and everything. And that I was very dehydrated from all the vomiting. So they hooked me up on a drip, and they gave me lots and lots of fluids. They said that because I had a fever that day as well, they had to sort of keep me and figure out why did I have a fever. My bloods were not that good. They had to figure out why I had a fever, because fever normally indicates an infection. So yeah, they kept me there till about 3 a.m. I think. We got home, and they gave me these tablets for nausea. First they gave me an injection into my, they gave me a cannula for the IV fluids, and then they gave me a anti-nausea medication when I first got there, and they just did nothing for me. I was still vomiting while I was in the waiting room. Every sort of sip of water, just everything had to come out. And then they gave me these tablets to put under my tongue, and they dissolved, and they were the best. Like, that was so good. They stopped my nausea straight away. Probably within 10 minutes, I was no longer nauseous. It was so good. And then the next day, to be honest, I felt better than I had felt in weeks, because I had really bad morning sickness on and off. But then those 4 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it was just horrendous. And I thought, you know, this baby better stick, because I can't do this again. I literally thought, I just cannot do this again. So good news is I'm still pregnant. Yay. I am 12 weeks and 3 days. Yay. So I still had another scan after that one when I was, I want to say 11 weeks. That all came out great, because my GP said, oh, let's do another scan. Let's see how you go. Let's do another scan, because you had the bleed and all that. So then we haven't checked since the hospital, and I wasn't even 9 weeks then. So I had another scan, and everything was fine. I also had my NIPT test, which is the test where they check for Down syndrome and 3 other chromosomal abnormalities, and that all came back low risk. So that's very good. But yeah, I've had morning sickness on and off. Pretty much I vomit every day, but not as bad as I had those first sort of week 6, 7, 8, 9 was the absolute worst. I actually lost like 3 kilos from all the vomiting and not being able to eat. The food cravings, I don't have any. Food aversions, I have many. I cannot stand coffee. Oh, the smell of coffee makes me gag. Like, it burns my nostrils. I don't know what it is. I haven't had a coffee for 4 weeks. And I used to have one of those Turkish coffees, you know, the ones that you cook on the stove every morning before work. And now I can't. The smell alone, it just makes my stomach turn. I love Coke. I like Coke Zero. I buy 30 packs of cans or 24 packs of cans, and I have 1 or 2 every day, and I have not been able to have any for weeks. It can't go down. Even water. I used to drink at least 2 liters of water every day, and now I can't. Even water tastes disgusting. I'm trying to make myself drink as much as I can, because during pregnancy you're supposed to drink even more water than normally. But I'm trying to at least do whatever I can until this whole nausea thing goes away, which I'm hoping it will. Maybe another couple of weeks. But yeah, it's been an interesting experience. Like I'm constipated. I can't poop without tablets. I know this is TMI, but whatever. You're watching this video because you want to know. Like, I can't poop without tablets. That I have not been constipated in years. It's incredible. It just, nothing's happening. Like, it doesn't work. Like, it literally doesn't work. So I have to take these tablets when I come home from work for it to work the next morning at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. It's incredible. This has never happened to me before, but nobody tells you that. You're supposed to get constipated the 3rd month maybe because the baby's so big and sitting on your bowels. No, it's happening like last 3 or 4 weeks. It's just like, what the hell? Some things are just so strange. Like, I can't... Foods that I normally love eating, like I think of chips, like fries, and I think, oh. But I think of mashed potato. I can do mashed potato. Luckily, I can still go like chicken schnitzels, I can have steaks, I can have all of that sort of thing. But thinking about thinking about chips, I think, oh, I don't know what it is. Like, some food is just like, I know it's not because it's deep fried, because yesterday I had spring rolls, which are deep fried, and they were freaking yummy. But then I think of chips and I think, oh, I don't know. I need this food issue to go away, because, for example, thinking about having just a cheese sandwich makes me feel like, oh, but I like cheese sandwiches. I want to be able to eat a freaking cheese sandwich. So I just need this whole thing to sort of go away. The whole sort of food aversions and stuff, so I can sort of eat normally, I guess. Just, you know, there's all this stuff that you can't eat when you're pregnant, and I'm aware of those, and I'm trying to, you know, stick to by the book, and I'm trying not to eat when I'm not supposed to eat and stuff, but it doesn't give me much else, because I'm thinking, oh, something like coffee. Oh my God, I just can't with the coffee. I can't with the coffee. As I said, even water is like, mineral water, maybe I can, you know, handle a bit of mineral water, but like Coke and juices and stuff, just like, oh. I can eat soup. Luckily, I like chicken soup, so I can eat soup. It's just very weird. Like, everything makes me sick. Everything gives me heartburn. Then heartburn makes me want to vomit. It's just, ugh. So I'm hoping, they say by the week 14, 15, all of this sort of stops. So I'm hoping it does. Hoping I'm not going to be one of those unlucky people where they have it throughout the whole pregnancy. So, ugh. So next step is I have next week my first appointment with the midwives, because I don't have a gynecologist or an OB/GYN. My pregnancy will be run by the lovely midwives at the Campbelltown Hospital. I have my first appointment on Wednesday, the 10th of March. Now, I'm considered high risk because of my age, I think. So I think they will closely monitor me, and I might be required to do extra scans, extra bloods, and this and that, and they'll check me for gestational diabetes and make sure I don't have preeclampsia, which is the high blood pressure. And they'll sort of keep an eye on me, because I'm high risk pregnancy, being a ripe old age of 41. So my baby is due in November, which is a month before I turn 42. And I just need everything to go well, because I think this is it for me. This is my one and only chance. So let's hope everything goes well. And then I have another scan on Thursday next week, which is the NT scan, which is the nucleus translucency scan or whatever, something, which they check for, again, for chromosomal abnormalities in the baby. They measure the nose, the fluid at the back of the neck. They also look for physical abnormalities, make sure they're all the fingers and toes and all that sort of thing, you know. They measure everything to make sure everything's developing okay. I'm having that test as well. I mean, these things are not cheap. Like the NIPT test, which is the non-invasive prenatal testing, the one that checks for chromosomal abnormalities, is $500. And this next one that I'm doing the scan is, the first one was just a blood test, and then this one is a scan, ultrasound, and this one's $270. So they're not cheap, but I have to do them because of the age that I am, and it's got to be done. So it's all happening. Still pregnant. Yay. 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 So 12 weeks and 3 or 4 days, I think. And yeah, everything's going well. Apart from the nausea and this and that, the constipation and blah, blah, blah. But the baby seems to be doing okay. So that's the main thing. Next week on Thursday, I'm officially going to be going into my second trimester. This feels so surreal. Just saying this feels crazy, like crazy. I'm just hoping that this one works out. It's hard not to get attached. Now I'm getting attached. Now I'm planning, you know, gender reveal and a baby shower and what pram I'm going to buy and all these sort of things. And I'm tempted to start buying this and that, but it's just, in my mind, it's still very early. I'm only 12 weeks. But yeah, hopefully I should be able to relax a little bit after my second scan next week. And then I should be able to relax and just be, I'm pregnant. So yeah, that's the update. And I think I'll finish up this video here. We'll keep you updated if anything changes. But yeah, keep your fingers and toes crossed for me that everything goes well. That's it. I think I touched on everything that happened. I think so. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Leave any comments that you have down in the box below. And if you're going through this, good luck. Good luck. You need all the support you can get. You need all the positivity you can get. You need all the realistic thinking that you can get. Don't look at life through rose-colored glasses, because you're just going to get so disappointed if things don't go well the first time, second time. So just, you know, keep trying. Keep your chin up. That's all I can say. Thank you so much.